guys, welcome back! Despite having more than 700 videos on the channel, this is episode 200, yeah, within my, let's say, main series. So to celebrate that, and also the 6th anniversary of itsaPIXELthing, yeah, 6 years here on YouTube, let's talk about something that I really love in gaming nowadays, that is the most memorable racing tracks, fictional tracks in racing games that I had the pleasure to drive through, and that still makes me come back to them just to have another go and try to beat my previous best times. As said, this is a list of fictional tracks, so officially licensed racing games featuring real-world based tracks and closed circuits are obviously excluded. Let's take a look. Let's start with this PlayStation 2 exclusive game, Downhill Domination. Yeah, a mountain bike game that is my favorite title to play on this system. A system that has a ton of other amazing racing games, I know, so sorry about that. And believe me, the whole game is a blast. Every single track present is unique. So, if I had to choose one, it would probably be this in Utah that really makes my eyes pop out. The high speed at which things happens, even crossing through this dangerous mine shaft, trying to land smoothly, or simply to reach safely to the other side of these huge cliffs, is more than enough to keep me glued to the screen in a constant adrenaline-fueled race from beginning to end.
Fantastic run! Congratulations, first place!
I'm Ken Block and this is McRae Dirt 2.
McRae Dirt 2 was huge for me when it came out back in 2009. I remember pre-ordering it for my Xbox 360 and fell in love with it right away. And one of my favorite places to drive in this game is in Morocco, and in this particular track that starts in the middle of this little village packed with houses on each side, making the overtaking really complicated right at the start of the race. As you can see, I'm struggling to gain places, but I freaking love this setting of desert, hot sun and dust with a little stream to cross and wash the dirt away. There was also other amazing sites to visit, like Malaysia and California at the Ensenada Peninsula. So awesome to grab a 4x4 like the Pajero and blast through these incredible places with rival pilots like Travis Pastrana and Ken Block. Overpass has this awesome natural feel that is what keeps making me come back to it. This particular track is called Sunny Run, with its 2,558 meters in length precisely from point A to point B, packed with natural rock formations to conquer and as well man-made obstacles to tackle and overcome. It has its own flaws in what physics and handling are concerned, but the track design, not only in relation to this one, but also to most of all others present in-game, is superb and something that should be experienced by everyone that enjoys a good challenge. Many of you are probably thinking that there's no fun in games like Overpass, in where we have to always keep an eye on the transmission, being worried on locking the differential or just let the vehicle roll in 4-wheel drive mode when approaching a certain type of obstacle. Yeah, you're probably right, but there's a certain charm and manly feeling that turns us into a sort of superhero just by being able to face and to conquer these extreme challenges. Sega Rally from 2007 is also known as Sega Rally Revo in other regions, cause Sega wanted to somehow pass the thought that this was a revolution in rally games. It was developed by the English Sega Racing Studio that took advantage of the geo-deformation engine, which makes the terrain dynamically deformable, affecting also the performance and drivability of the cars. I recall that this was huge back in 2007 when it was released, and it still is. Look at it! This is such a unique game, with all that well-known Sega Rally fun of the previous titles at the arcades, on the Saturn and on the Dreamcast. And the tracks in this tropical setting are simply gorgeous, with tons of mud to dig that indeed affects the driving. Give this game a chance if you haven't already, and show the love down in the comments section below. And I must mention also the incredible force feedback using a 360 controller. Really immersive stuff. Gravel is such an underrated game, and I truly believe that Milestone is already working on a sequel. I'm crossing my fingers. This one is so much fun, in the likes of Sega Rally. So if you enjoy truly 100% arcade racing stuff, I'm certain that you'll love Gravel. So many awesome locations to explore, but Namibia is my favorite. Again, you know that I'm obsessed with the desert, with Dakar-like stuff, so these tracks in Namibia are perfect for me, and this particular one is a real challenge with rocky formations to dodge and a tunnel to drive through. Man, so much fun! And there are a ton other incredible places, vehicles and disciplines to discover. The career mode is a bit short, something we can finish in less than 5 hours, if you're used to this sort of games, but it's totally worth it.
An island born from fire.
Yeah, it seems that the Motorstorm experience is coming back in Dirt 5, right? Gonna try it when it comes out, that's for sure. And while it doesn't, let's go back to the second installment in the Motorstorm series, known as Pacific Rift. Such an awesome ride in this idyllic location with lustful forests and huge waterfalls. And the competition is ferocious, being so simple to go from first place to last in a blink of an eye. The whole franchise is a blast, but I still prefer this second title because of that unexplored feeling, just like that Nublar Island from the Jurassic Park movies, you know. And there's some pretty huge millimetric jumps to perform also, and I absolutely love when stuff just goes horribly wrong. What a ride indeed! Another game with idyllic and gorgeous locations is Pure, this quad racing off-road game in where one of its main focus is to perform stunts to gain points trying to be first, so that we can improve our ride, unlocking better parts and other locations and tracks. A must-have title in any Xbox 360 collection. Can't say anything about the PS3 version, but this one for Microsoft's second console is freaking incredible and highly playable. Again, I had to pick Thailand because of all the temples, ruins and lustful forests, cause I simply adore this setting that reminds me of the Tomb Raider and Uncharted series that are so close to my heart. And it's sad to know that there was a sequel in the making that Disney ended up cancelling. So sad. This one is probably the most amazing fictional track ever in a rally game. 12,797 meters packed with adrenaline and incredible and overwhelming views. Just look at it! And be extremely careful not to end up falling down these cliffs in Monument Valley. V-Rally 4 is another huge, underrated game from the makers of the current official WRC game, Skeleton. It features a few different racing disciplines and a pretty decent campaign. It received so many poor reviews that simply pushed players away from it. But it can be a lot of fun, mainly in its own online multiplayer mode, and honestly, it totally deserves a look. Nowadays, I'm a bit saturated by racing games that try to be as close to reality as possible. So all of these games are so welcome. And the only simulation that I'm truly looking forward to is the next Dakar game that is starting to be teased by Saber Porto. Can't wait.
Maybe. Right 5 turn, left 5 short, and right 4 long, don't cut, and left 4 into right.
And what an awesome ending to this video! Outrun 2006 Coast to Coast is incredible as a whole, from the first meter all the way to the very end, where there's nowhere else to go. Outrun 2 already proved to be amazing, and Coast to Coast just added a bit more awesomeness to the mix. So this one, along with Outrun 2 for the original Xbox, are the ultimate Outrun packages ever made, that every single one of us should own for the most relaxing rides we have the pleasure to experience in a virtual world. Feel free to share your own personal favorite fictional tracks in racing games, cause I'm always open to recommendations and you guys really give awesome pieces of advice, indeed. And thank you so much for sticking around this humble channel during these last 6 years. I've been creating content for YouTube for 6 years now, and it has been such an incredible ride, just like this that I've showcased in this video, packed with ups and downs and of incredible friendships that other way would never be possible. Thank you very much for all the support, for all the advice, comments, tips and tricks, likes, etc, etc. You guys are the best, and I'm truly honored to be able to continue on bringing these videos for you all to enjoy. A special word of gratitude goes towards my patrons. The channel has been improving its quality because of their awesome donations, so thank you guys so much. Take care, and I'll catch you all in my next video. Cheers!